Oh, I broadcast up.
Is it? Okay.
The mountains call. Chaos.
Video unavailable.
It'll be available in a moment. Refresh.
The spoilers come.
Video unavailable.
Go now.
Yeah, it's still saying unavailable.
Just give it a moment.
I concur.
Now refresh.
I'll move, I suppose.
Nope.
What?
I'll give it a minute before I go check again.
They will be dominated. There is only war. It is decreed by me. Unleash chaos.
Avert your eyes.
Going to war against our vassal.
Ravage them. Fool.
Moving.
Should try refreshing now.
No. Blood for the blood god.
Damn right, blood for the blood god.
There we go.
Witness my beauty.
So what's your key factor here for winning?
I've actually already beat the campaign. I'm just continuing until I absolutely annihilate everything else that's living.
Oh! Well,
But for the faction I'm playing, which is Chaos, the key to beat the campaign is to destroy the humans in Bretonia, or the Empire in Bretonia, for the short campaign, and then dwarves are added in for long campaign victory. And I've already annihilated all three of them. Right now it's just 3 clans of orcs, clan of vampires, and then 4 clans of my own Nordic people that I enslaved. Just because they're my slaves doesn't mean they get to live. It just means they get to die last.
I foresee destruction. Never stop. Now they will see true power.
And right now what I'm doing is I'm moving an army across the wasteland to go attack some of the orc stuff. Or I should say 3 armies. Because when I come into attack, I do not show pity. They'll all be done next turn.
Dare. You dare. Now is chaos. Choose me, master. Ready. Are you a god? Destroy this. Come. For chaos. Go now. For now.
I am Slavesh's scion.
Wipe them out.
Wow, you guys have a pathetic army.
Destroy
Damn right we're wiping them out. We're wiping everybody out. I'm actually gonna fight one of these battles down on the ground soon.
I'll have this world.
Bring ruin.
You have my promise. What could you possibly offer me, mutant sworn? I am. Tighten yourself down.
I wonder how much I can make you guys pay me. I'm gonna break the peace treaty, but
My lord, since I please.
oh, that's cute. Look at those armies. They think they're strong.
Stormcaller.
My eldritch eyes see.
Jeebus Murphy, is that a dragon?
That is a three-headed dragon, or a two-headed dragon, yes.
And your dino just turned into a tower.
Yes, that's because I put them in the encampment state, which means they can't suffer attrition, and they can also just sit and relax.
Bring them to ruin.
Yeah, you can't run. I surrounded your ass.
Now, unleash chaos.
You just straight up dead.
Despoil.
The spoilers come. Now.
Oh, you're sieging. That's why I can't camp you.
Forward unto slaughter! I am
In vain!
Guess what? Guess what the Kai's wisdom is?
Hail the slaughterer!
Take a guess.
Hmm. um. 40.
Are you talking about the mod or the whiz number?
Number.
Way higher.
60.
Higher.
70.
Higher.
80.
God damn it, stop just going up by 10. It's 90.
That fight is not worth fighting. I'm gonna auto-resolve this. They literally only have 15 troops, I think it was.
Do you hear all the shenanigans going around in the background over here?
Mm-hmm.
My dog's going nuts because... Yeah. Sorry about that.
Who are these who test me?
bring ruin! Yes! Bring the storm! Ravage them! Moving! My lord sings agrees. Defy me, bringer of darkness. I awake! Hail the
I don't think I'll mind me talking about Kai while you're playing.
invade!
Hey, it's a Vulcan.
Oh, the stuff fucking showed up.
whacking going on in the background.
He probably found a wasp. And I'm minorly fucking aggravated because I managed to get 5 stones on Puzzles and Dragons today. Roll them. I got Kuwabara.
Did you already have them?
I had him at one point. I don't have him. I didn't have him anymore because I got rid of him during the last event. But my point is that all they've been doing during this particular event is just throwing me shit I've already gotten that I don't fucking like. The only I'd never had before was Shishi Wakamaru, and well, that's not true. Botan was also another one, but the Botan was one I did. But still, it's like the ones I'm really, really uber wanting. They just keep going. Hey, here's a duplicate.
I've been satisfied that I got, like, Kurama. That's all I wanted from that machine.
I'm just getting tired of them throwing Jin and... I'm honestly just getting tired of them throwing all the fucking duplicates at me.
Hey, if I get a different card once I get more stones, if it's still in the event, tell you what, I'll trade you.
Remember, they're REMs, they're not tradable.
Right, never mind. Vic.
Yeah, it's been one of the biggest things I've hated the most about them introducing a trade system. It's just like, oh yeah, it's... The shit you can trade is obscenely limited. If the monster has pluses on it, you can't trade it. If the monster has any awokens on them, trade it. Like any active awokens on it, you can't trade it. If they're worth any more than 100 monster points, you can't trade it. If you trade it, it has to match the star level of the thing you're trading it for.
Well, I mean, that one kind of makes sense, because that means that people can't make duplicate accounts and just trade, like, a 1-star or a no-star for, like, an Uber 8-star.
Yeah, but you see, the thing about that is they had already had a preemptive for that by making it that when you trade with somebody, one, they have to be on your friends list, and two, you have to be friends with them for a full-blown month. Like...
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I've been here, by the way. I was just focused on something. Go, my warriors, into the fray. God, that's badass. The flaming skull.
Oh. Why is there a flaming skull just roaming around?
It's one of my sorcerer's abilities. It's one of my
that's
favorite
great.
ones to get with the fire sorcerer.
It's just burning a path behind it.
Them losses, them kills and deaths. I lost 16. They lost over 200.
I think that's a fair exchange.
And each of us deployed 3 armies. I turned their army into a bunch of cowards, though, made them all run for their lives.
I foresee destruction. crusher.
I am Status' scion. Handsome. The Dark Prince wishes.
Forward unto slaughter! Big battle. You're so touched.
I'll accept your peace, but then I'm gonna break it. It's gonna be fun fighting against the Nords, though, because with them being subjugated by me, they were actually able to spread out into all the lands I fucking pillaged and conquered. So they have plenty of land for me to go back and destroy.
You dare! Move in! There'll be a reckoning.
Moving. Kill them all.
Ready! Stay!
Fool.
Slayers come!
Damn it, I just cleared all those places out, you motherfuckers. Guys are like cockroaches.
My eldritch eyes. Dominance! Onward to destruction! The mountains call.
Far over the misty mountains cold, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away at break of day to find our long forgotten gold. The pines were roaring from on high, the winds were moaning through the night. The sky was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with light. Far over the misty mountains cold, through dungeons deep and caverns old. I love that song. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. Ever notice that dude's last name is humongous?
Avert.
Declare war. War declared.
Chaos. Hail the slaughterer!
I got a lot of orcs to kill. Oh god, beastmen are back.
Let us fight. The gods direct me. Herald of the Tempest. I awake.
There they are. I knew I'd find them.
Yes, my ruinous power. Never stop. You have my favor.
Attack! Invade! Who are these grotesqueries?
For chaos. Onward to destruction. Moving.
Four, 3, 4, 8, 14. Okay, so you're gonna be the closest to giving me my next lord.
Now
gonna do a new campaign. By the way, we're going to play Terrestrial in a little while, guys. I'm just still a little sleepy because I had to get up early for something. I'm gonna take a nap here in a few moments. Once I get this new campaign off the ground. It's gonna be like an hour or two nap though. I'm just feeling groggy. Who to play? Who to play? Vampires, elves.
Vampires, do the thing.
Dwarves, Empire, or
Diggy
Bretons.
diggy hole.
So vampires though?
Yes.
I'll take
Are they difficult to play?
Hmm?
Are they difficult to play?
No. Although they do get pinned in really easily if you're not careful.
Death is only the beginning.
the chief on cast eye.
Spread the rot.
Thine right is mine.
Fuck it, we'll play Manfred. I usually do him anyways.
Master.
Even though Helmingvorst has nice bonuses. But I can get him later.
Impress me.
I love these intros.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave.
In the Chaos campaign, that bird becomes the Lord of Change and kills that prophet.
The old world,
Lord of Change?
the rotting corpse
Yeah,
within.
it's a greater demon of chaos. Looks like a giant blue bird.
Fools think it worth saving.
It's basically a giant
There are
Tengu.
beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of the law to those with such power. The mighty vampire counts of the von Karstein bloodline. My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the von Karstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient
Dun
stronghold
dun 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 dun.
and destroy the usurper within. or
I can't help but
him
think they're
to his
ridiculous.
will.
The skeletons always make me giggle.
Castle Drakenhof is back in your hands, my unknown sire. Yet you have many enemies both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Tempelhof brood control the lands to the north as far as...
Fuck you.
But none shall live.
None shall live, but lots shall die.
Then go. Thine right is mine. I grow patient. Come, impress me. Follow me.
Do you have bats yet?
Yeah.
So what are those gaps in your yellow territory there, the holes?
What do you mean?
Like down there on the left bottom. There was a hole around a forest area.
Oh, where it's just like no territory at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like over here where the mouse is? Yes? Yes?
Yes? Yeah.
Talking about these places?
Yeah.
No, those are just places that the army can't move.
Thou darest.
Oh, okay. And there is a glowing purple-eyed skull in the mountains over there.
Yep. Do you see the skulls that are in the mountain to the right of my city?
Oh, yes. There's a lot of skulls everywhere.
I hunt.
People who annoy you. N blank GGERS. And that is the wrong answer, Randy. It is not niggers. It is naggers.
I'll take Sigma.
I could see it's like, no, that's no. The right answer isn't niggers. It's naggers. He's like, I'm gonna make it niggers. Like I'd envision any person by the name of Randy to be one of those fuckers that like his answer is going to be the answer, whether anybody else
Well,
is
remember
gonna
Randy from South Park? It's when he was on what do you call it? I think Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah. And they have to do the guess words.
Yes.
It is not.
A true diplomat can hide much behind a silvered word. Your courtesy is a sure sign of good breeding. What?
I grow impatient.
One more turn and I'll have my Vargulfs, or Vargeists.
What are those?
I will wait to let you see because as soon as they're done, there's going to be war. And they're done.
All die. Attack. Obliterate.
Circle them.
Deliver it unto me.
Who's that just ran to your base?
It's a little hero of the people I went to war against. They're trying to demoralize my army, but they failed.
Can you kill them?
Once I built my own hero.
Hostile hero victory? What's that mean?
No, hostile hero activity.
Oh, activity.
Fuck your non-aggression pack. I'm gonna turn you guys into zombies anyways.
Come. But
Nope, not enough money.
what do you want? Kill them. Raise them.
Did somebody just try to make like an alliance with you?
No, orcs made an alliance with other orcs. Relatively
My blood.
unentertaining news.
Destroy them. This better be hot.
Ugh.
Binding circle.
I will alone.
Ooh, banshees look fun. What do they do?
They are fun, but I need to store up some funds. Fuck Ostermark.
You'd think because they're undead, you don't have to pay for the unit. You just have to go to a grave and rob them.
You'd think.
Hey, a bone man's gonna make a living too.
So, what's that down in the bottom right? It looks like some kind of large unit with a flag.
What one? The one with the green flag?
Yeah.
That's an orc army. Every flag
coming
you see
for
is an army.
Are they approaching your territory, or are they just standing there?
Who knows? They might be approaching. But even if they are, they're not gonna get very far. Plus, I have a non-aggression pact with them apparently, and they just flew right on past my territory.
Now's not the time.
Now, fuck your peace treaty. I'm trying to steal one of your cities.
Counter productivity.
What do you want?
Got a lot of different factions going on in this.
Yeah, there's like, I think like 30 or so.
Kill them all!
It's the plan.
Yeah. Kill it.
But
Fuck you, still trying to take a city.
It's like they pay you an exorbitant amount of money.
Now, if they pay me something like 4,000 or so, I will gladly take it, and then I will still take their city.
more sleep shines
Just fuck them.
this night. Going. Bring more.
Right in the rear with a rusty knife?
Yep.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to
Yes. You dare.
It's nice having cities again. You don't get this when you play Chaos.
Oh really? Why is that?
Because your armies are your cities.
Oh, you're just mobile units everywhere?
Mm-hmm. All you are is effectively marauding war bands. We're gonna stock up for a little bit. Now that I took your city, I will accept that offer because that was also 1,200 gold. 2 turns. See, the main difference between playing as any other faction and playing as Chaos. Chaos, you have to halt your war efforts if you want to, if you want to build up your, I guess you could say, city. Whereas with other factions, don't gotta do shit. You can build your city while you're going to war.
This better be all.
Take me to tiny naps. I got a minor migraine going on.
Have a good sleep.
Yep. Have a good night, Volk. See you in a bit.
Yep.
It is night. No. My bloodline calls. I'll take Sigma's throne. Yes.
Soon, you will be mine. Trying to storm towards the monstrous vampiric units.
Why is that?
Because they are hard to deal with, I will say that much.
Do you want to get them before they get too powerful?
No, I wanna get them so that way I can be too powerful. Focusing on city building right now so that way I can get my infrastructure up. Come on, get back around to my turn already. I want to raid this Temple Hoff army in my lands.
I grow impatient. What do you want? Destruction. Ready. I will alone.
Building up my cities, building up my cities. Gotta make sure that I'm ready for the war. Because unfortunately, really big downside to playing vampire accounts is when once chaos starts coming through, you're the first person that gets hit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You dicked me, Kai.
Why is that?
Because chaos is the toughest faction to fight in the game.
Why do they target vampires first?
Because they're the first in their path. The AI literally sweeps straight down, then comes around.
What? This night.
Undeath ascendant. Be it.
Come, impress me. This night. This night. I hunt. It is night.
The nation calls.
Thine light is mine. This better be important. I hunt. Hand me my soul. None shall live. I'll take Sigmar's throne. You will be punished. Wipe them out. Night March. The true Von Carstar. Move. I grow impatient. More sleep shines. Oh, blade. Blade more. Take their life force.
It's not worth fighting on the ground, it would be a waste of time.
Kill them. Raise them. What? Fight. Come. First. Welcome to my court.
I'm building a batty army at Castle Drakenhof. All bats. And bat-like monsters.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
I will alone. Thy right is mine. I'll take Sigmar's throne.
This is the fastest I've actually ever expanded with the vampires. It's usually like turn 80 by the time I have Castle Templehof.
Gregor, goal kick. Impress me. What is your will? Gregor! Look at me and this. Mortals. Speak thy word.
I'm not gonna pay you to join my war.
Patience.
Oh, I've got a Banshee. Just randomly got one.
Mortals, thou hast
I just got 1,000 gold for a peace treaty. I'm just gonna break it.
impress me. Welcome to my court. To the shadows. I am good. Wipe them out! Almost back to my turn. This night, I grow
Alright, Kyle, you ready to see some zombies fight? Kai? Hello? You falling asleep? Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
You want to see some zombies fight?
Sure.
We've got some things known as grave guard and corpse carts going into this fight.
What are those?
Grave guard are like heavily armored and trained skeleton warriors, whereas corpse carts are effectively death chariots. And then I've got crypt ghouls, which are basically just ghouls. I've got 2 vampire lords, 2 Manfred von Karstein, and can't remember her name. It's like Alina or something. I know it starts with an A. Fuck yo, cinematic. Annika Gorst.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's close to your name, Danica.
Mm-hmm.
I serve my sire.
The dead are mine.
I took a micro nap.
Yes, you did. Fuck this.
You know what I was just dreaming about though? Angron was on the ship. He gets somebody else to ask Kai to go into a room. Kai gets trapped in the room. She has to do experiments until Angron's satisfied, then she's allowed out of the room. It literally, the micro nap was just hers like, oh god, what happened? Where am I? Angron's voice comes over the intercom. I can't remember what he was saying, but literally, she did several different things. She's like, can I come out now? No. I really want to get back to them.
Horde of
I really
undead.
do. Let's see this slaughter mayhem that you're about to see on people, shall we? Oh, that's such a tiny army compared to the last one I saw.
Oh, just wait until you see what this army can do, though.
What are those, gremlins?
No, those are the crypt ghouls.
So gremlins.
I guess.
Swift as death's will.
Vampire.
Destroy it!
Let's see what they do, shall we? Are they marching or are they stomping?
They're storming ahead.
So what was with that one group that kind of looked like it was meandering off? It looked like crypt ghouls were wandering off.
I will.
Oh, they're coming in. He's charging. I want to wait for the rest of your group to get in there. Or yeah, no, he can just go bananas on them.
Life ends.
My lord.
For a knife.
So how can you tell the health of your captain guy?
You see it down here on the bottom middle.
Blood frenzy.
Oh, you're leaving survivors.
Blood magic.
No, they're gonna come back to the fight. They'll die.
Agreed.
How are these corpse carts doing?
Beautiful decay.
Is that the enemy's horseback-ridden soldiers to your tiny little group of corpse guard?
Yep. They're being beaten by zombies.
Witness true power. Titans of law.
Living will join us.
Portals quiet. Die, serve me.
Too bad you can't take their bodies for your own.
Actually, I will be raising them as dead after this fight.
Await, minions! Come to me!
Kill the scragglers! Oh, mercy.
I hunger. Empower me.
You know, I just realized how Rogel could truly mess with Virgil.
Hmm.
Virgil's told somebody wants to practice with him in a training room. He goes into a training room, he sees this giant castle. Rogel's standing on top of it. My castle.
There
Oh,
we
come
go.
on, you can't say that if he was given the opportunity, he wouldn't use that.
Oh, he would.
Decisive victory.
I don't like those corpse carts.
Corpse carts?
Yeah, they're basically a cart. They were the chariot things. They basically have like a little spellcaster on top of them with 4 zombies. They were the things you saw fighting the cavalry.
Oh.
They don't do what I thought they would do, nor do they move as fast as I was hoping they would.
You would think they would, considering the fact they're on a damn chariot.
Yeah, you'd think, but they're being pulled by zombies.
Why?
'Cause undead.
Just make it undead horses. At least then they would go fast.
Move.
You dare! Very good.
By the way, I am curious. On a scale of 1 to frustrated, how frustrated were you when I was running with you guys through that dungeon when you first met me?
Not very. Not at all, actually.
Not even when I went up the wrong way, even though you said go that way, and I ended up dying.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Mind you, probably wasn't as aggravating as trying to get that NPC out of there, my god. How long did we sit there trying to get her ass out?
Like half an hour.
It's a good thing those dungeons aren't actually timed. All I can say is beat the chaos! Or join it, one of the two.
I can't join. I would if I could.
Follow me. Welcome to my court.
Chaos is fun. What's that say?
What's that?
It was a message that had like a lady and a guy.
Oh, it was saying that I had finished researching stuff. That means I need to set more research going.
I will alone. This better be important. We are in agreement. Terrorist. More sleep shines. Portals.
Not making peace with the Empire. You guys are like my arch enemies.
Darkness comes. I grow impatient. Onward! Thoughts become. Hunting to the shadows.
Stocking up, stocking up, stocking up money. Stocking up, stocking up, stocking up money. Spend a little, spend a little, spend a little money just to get another castle.
Yeah?
You doing butthole half sleep?
Maybe. Hey!
You doing?
Watching videos.
Of what?
Yes.
Get these guys upgraded.
Tremble. Then I fought.
War were declared.
Rise up.
Lost one skeleton. It's fine.
I will. Wipe them out. This better be important. Follow me. My bloodline calls. which one of your party is a witch hunter. He shall die first.
We're gonna pass a few turns to build up some funds.
Strike out. Obliterate. Kill them. Raise them. None shall be.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm currently working towards building one of my favorite vampire units.
Oh, what's that?
It is called a Terrorgeist. It's effectively a giant zombie dragon. Yeah.
You got my interest the minute you said Dagon.
Yeah, I figured I would.
Oh, come on. I've told you before. Two of my most favorite things. Dagons and foxes. Vampires are very, very close in between. Before I was obsessed with dragons, I was obsessed with vampires so badly that I actually had a name that I ran with since I was 12, and I still use it on certain sites, which is Vampiric Blood. As terribly cliche as that is.
Pass a few. Now I'm gonna just pass a few turns to build up funds.
So how do you get wealth? It's just generated?
Generated through certain types of buildings, your castle towns, and you have a certain amount of wealth that you have to give up every turn. That's what that second number in the middle, up at the top middle, is. that you have to give up for army upkeep. Each unit has their own upkeep cost.
I hunt. Gold. This night, deliver it unto me.
So here's a curious question for you.
Hmm.
In Druid 7, would Druidaics potentially become an ally?
No, I don't see that happening. Granted, there are some druids that you can ally yourselves with, even in 3. There's an entire splinter faction of druids that split away from the hive mind.
Aren't those what's his names?
No. Miron's still technically a part of the hive mind, because the Overlord still has direct control. Or not direct control, but still has control over him in some way.
Is that one that showed up when it was Laura and Kai going through the cave with Cypher? That's part of that?
What one did you see? What one are you talking about?
Apparently he can
Miron?
see things. No. It was the druid that became a Maveniri. You said they were Maveniri, that might be a fib at the time just to lead us on, but...
I'm trying to remember. Give me a little more info on what happened.
Well, they saw it sitting there watching them as they came through the cave and said that they had seen and predicted their actions to come.
Oh, you talking about those 4, that group of 4? The group of 4 individuals? That were Druidaic and then but were Maveniri?
No, we only met one.
Oh, I might be thinking of the Lana Tarkin campaign. I, for the life of me, cannot remember who you're referring to. What did they do?
This might be a good reminder. Do you know when Kai was running around inside that cave really, really fast, kept running into walls, and if she took a step, she might run into another wall?
Mm-hmm.
It literally stopped her. Like, it teleported her and moved her in front of it.
Need more of what it did.
Well, that's the thing. It didn't do much at all. It had dozens of eyes over its body. It had 4 tendrils on its head.
Did it attack? Did it not attack?
No, it didn't attack.
Then it was part of the Splinter faction.
Okay. It just kind of... foolish vainglory?
I decided to go for the one that gives me lower recruitment cost.
Which one was that? The Humble?
Mm-hmm.
That's a surprise from you.
I mean, cheaper cost to buy my units? Hell yes. Means I can spend more on other things. Or I can buy more warriors for less. Now fuck your peace treaty.
No peace. Never. Flags of war shall fly forever. If you ever see somebody approaching you with a white flag, no, they're giving it to you to wave around, not them. What was that? Countess what? What did she do? Paid the necromancer price?
I just lost 5,000 of what I was trying to save up for one of my buildings because of a stupid quest.
You lost 5,000 what?
5,000 currency.
To build a building?
I was saving up to 10,000 to build something, and that quest just took 5,000.
Not underestimate.
Ouch! Did you get anything from it?
Yeah, I got a sword for one of my characters. But I need the 10,000 for the building I'm trying to build. Kinda pissed
time to
me
tear
off.
people apart. Time to go kill some things?
No. Time to get that 10,000 again, because I need that building.
Speak thy
Cute face. But... You can already tell how I would play this game. It would not end well for me.
You know the Bermuda Triangle? I've got the Vampiric Triangle right here.
just fans not dead.
Anything that comes near this triangle will die.
Triangle.
There.
I am scouring to see if I can't find feats that'll apply other bonuses to other bonuses.
Welcome to my court. I will devour them. Speak thy word.
Fuck your piece. Save up to 6,000.
And here you said you'd go get a nap after an hour.
I said I would get a nap after I established myself. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. And have you yet?
Nope. Because I still gotta take that territory and then I'll be fully established. Because I don't really have to worry about the dwarves attacking me. They're pussies when it comes to fighting me. I with the strength that I fight with my armies, I tend to intimidate the other factions away from me, and they actually send their armies the opposite direction most of the time.
So it's more of a game of cat and mouse.
Once I start pushing out, yeah. Fuck your peace. Especially you, Empire.
Mortals.
The reason I'm not pushing... Okay, for 1,400 I'll accept a peace treaty. If you are offering anything less than 1,000 on with a peace treaty, that's a no. Let's get more money coming in. Oh, here comes a dwarven army. Let's see what they do. Should I go attack them, Kai? Should I go wipe that army out? Kai?
Depends. Are you currently at peace with them?
No. Even if I was, I'd still attack them.
Then there's the answer.
Oh, they're out of range. Move myself to Castle Templehof.
What's the stranger comes?
Hmm?
What's the stranger comes? What did they give you?
Say one more time?
I said, what was that event? A stranger comes.
Not
Did they
sure.
grant you something?
Let me go look back at it. Oh! It's something where basically like this dark prophet of chaos comes wandering into the land. We can either banish him or we can let him stay. And if we let him stay, we get a lot of money in exchange for being corrupted by chaos a little. And I'm fine. I'm fine with being corrupted by chaos a little because my vampiric corruption is through the roof right now. And it's just going to get nulled out anyways. And I'm just going to get a free 3,000 money, basically.
See, that has a minus in front of the 3,000 though.
No, it doesn't. That's a plus.
I must be blind then.
Gotta remember, it's not all that great quality on my broadcast.
Okay.
Oh, dwarves? Dwarves, and you're offering exactly 1,000, but you're usually greedy. Let me see if I can pump you for a little bit more. Oh, no, you don't want to pay 1,800? Sucks for you.
Doss the Heldenhammer now.
I don't see any 1,000 next to that peace treaty. Goodbye.
By the way, Kai officially has the first in the line of the thingamajig line. I'm just gonna be excited when it gets to the point where it's like, you know what? Build me a doodad. Do that and I'll be impressed.
Mortals. Thou
I see a 1200 next to that. You're the Empire, though. You've got a lot of land. Ooh. Ooh.
What did they just give you?
I tried to see if I could get military access and a non-aggression pact, and instead they're like, no, you know what? Fuck this. Here's 2400. I'm taking it. I'm gonna break it, but I'm taking it.
You're no kidding.
Oh, are they raiding me? They're raiding me.
Who's raiding you?
The Empire is. The ones I just made that peace treaty with. Guess we gotta teach them what it means to violate a peace treaty before I do the violating.
Come, impress me.
If you try to attack the vamps, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh, hey, the dwarves are paying 2500. I'll take it.
Dwarves are like, listen, you're starting to get aggressive. How about you take this and leave us alone for a little while?
It's funny, they're the ones I haven't touched in the longest. Oh, they're offering 2400. I'll take it. Everybody's just paying me for peace treaties now. They're starting to get the hint. Fuck the gods. We're not chaos. Don't gotta worry about no gods.
Fine. I will alone.
I get the feeling when Druid 7 comes around, you're really gonna have fun with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. You know, I was looking at the feats, rubberized shoes, rubberized mind, rubberized undies.
It's because the tech whiz is meant... It gets serious, but it's meant to stay a little silly at the same time.
I know, but I mean, that third one would be hilarious to add in there. Because you have shoes and mind, but you have no undies.
Oh. Oh, undies isn't in there.
No, undies isn't in there.
Oh, it needs to be. Where are you going, dwarves? Where are you going? What you doing in my territory, huh?
Well, you do have a peace treaty with them.
Then fuck the peace treaty.
Attack. Night march. Good. This will do.
Are they attacking, raiding, or what are they doing?
No, they were just trying to pass through.
Declare war!
Dead.
They're running away. They're running away.
They're dead.
Darkness comes. Last march.
So long as you do not go into your territory, the peace treaty is fine. The minute you step into your territory, then you have a problem. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my court.
I mean, even if they don't step into my territory, they're still a problem because they exist. And that's a problem.
True. But as they say, out of sight, out of mind, right?
No. I still know they exist. They must die.
So here's a quick question for you.
Hmm.
If you have two different sources that say you can apply your Wiz mod to a different mod, does that mean you apply your Wiz mod twice?
No.
Okay. So it's only once.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. Yeah.
That would get a bit too broken.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's lots of ways to break a game. It's just how creative you get with it.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, the multiplier system and how you had to change that. I still find that hilarious every time I think about it. Oh, in Druid 7, can we go back to multipliers?
No.
Do you know how insanely intense things would be if they did that?
Mm-hmm.
Would put true to the name on godly power. You know how they say, wow, so ladylike, right?
Great news, my lord. Word is spreading
My-
across the land.
all I
of
can
a dark
imagine
power
is
rising
literally
in the
to
north,
a
which
point.
spare your defenses
Uh-oh.
well.
But to a point is literally, wow, aren't you so acting so godly-like? And it's like, godly? The hell are you talking about? I ain't no god. Oh, there's a chaos. Destroy them! Quickly. You know, since you did get rid of the dwarves, the chaos is gonna have to kill the dwarves first, eh?
Yeah. I mean, that's usually the case. But as far as the factions that actually matter, vampires are the first to get hit. Because the actual dwarves don't start until actually below my territory. The dwarves that are up here are actually a splinter faction, and then up here is a bunch of splinter factions of the Empire.
That sucks.
And then vampires, main central hub, because they have tiny territory, and then Empire, main central hub. And then dwarf, main central hub, and then orc, main central hub. And then we have the elves. We
You
have
know, I just realized
Bretonia.
why the chaos always shows up in that area and vampires get stuck. Because there's so many skulls in that area.
I mean, yeah, but also because chaos always start right here, up at the top right.
I know, I just meant lore explanation.
Oh, yeah. They're attracted to our corrupted lands. That's always been my explanation.
The minute you go over there, it turns all red.
Yep, they're now on the unit or the faction roster, which means they are moving. I want someone to play co-op with on this game. The carrot, a stick. Snap his neck.
What is your will? My bloodline calls.
Oh, of course he does. 78% chance to succeed, gets wounded. 24% chance to succeed, like all the other times. Succeeds. not who I selected. Yes! You successfully knocked him out. Good job, good job.
I'll take sickness.
Need to save up to 10,000 again.
You know what I'm curious about is whether or not, depending on if you accept the stranger or not, triggers how long it takes before chaos shows up.
No, it doesn't.
I heard a Vulcan.
No, you didn't. You heard no such thing.
Okay, I heard the ghost of the Vulcan.
That's not possible.
Yeah, it is. Somebody actually managed to find you a soul.
It is night.
You all seem to have forgotten the
Alright, I think I'm gonna go take my nap. I'll be back.
Okie doke. Have a good nap. Hmm.